What's up, everybody? A Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless with another episode on the Space Engineers Inspiration series. We're starting off today with the P-47 Thunderbolt. I'm pretty sure that's what this is anyway. I know that's what the ship is. I don't know if that's what the whole mod file is, but... or I mean build file. But, as always, it's in the description, so my inevitable goof-ups will not keep you from finding the right file. So this is just kind of the observation deck area. Now, I will point out, I don't think it's supposed to be doing that. I don't know why. I loaded the world file, and when I came back, it was floating and spinning. So I don't know if that's supposed to be there or not. This is supposed to just kind of be the... like outpost type thing. You know, departure schedules, waiting rooms, all that kind of stuff. Cool stuff. Alright. So, hangar door. Alright, let's get to the meat and potatoes, so to speak. So, this is another one of those small ship gone large kind of thing. Where it is a small ship, but I mean it's not like tiny. Now this is probably one of the coolest features in my opinion to this, if this is the right thing that I'm thinking of. Core maintenance door. Oh wait, no, that's not it. There's the actual canopy is on a hinge, which I thought was an epic idea. Maybe it is this button. Let's try it. I don't think so. I think it's going to be this right here. It doesn't help that the thing's floating. Yeah, that's this part, not this one. So there's got to be a button around here somewhere. Oh, that's cool. Gosh. Alright, we've got to stop this thing from spinning. It's driving me nuts. I need to get in. If I could find a door... or, more importantly, a button that would open the door. Ah, what is this? This looks like a button panel. Yeah, there we go, Thunderbolt. Oh, come on, stop spinning. I don't know what is happening. Oh my gosh, alright, hold on. Alright, finally got it. It's the second button right here. Cockpit control. There's also engines on and off, large maintenance door, medical compartment. Let's just get this thing landed first. This is driving me crazy. So this is what I was talking about. It's on a hinge, which is just so cool, and it also has interior stuff, as we've come to know and love. Oh, look at that button panels. Like this. That it's actually got its monitors and everything, which is awesome. So we have cockpit control, landing gear control, landing gear lock, and power up down. So this should... oh, yeah. Oh, rotors. Nice touch. That's amazing. I love that idea. Ugh. This cockpit is enough to do it for me. Alright. Now... alright, I don't think we have... wait, whoa, whoa, whoa. I just destroyed blocks. All I did was move left and right. I didn't do nothing. Alright, hold on. Okay, let's try this again. So, here's an actual good look at the ship now that it's right side up. I don't know what was going on there. Definitely looks like it's got some fun weaponry. Alright, so let's take a look at this maintenance hatch while it's stuck here. So this is a pretty cool idea. That there's like a reactor here, looks like. I don't know if you can actually get in this or if it's too small. I think it's too small. With like a console kind of thing. So it kind of looks like, you know, you should be able to do some tweaking, which is the core maintenance door. So cool stuff over here. And let's go through these options. We've got engine on-off. We're going to open the cockpit. Medical compartment. Large maintenance door, or large gun maintenance door. MG maintenance doors. I don't really know what that is. Cargo access panels. Where did that go? Why did it all go away? Okay. Dude, I swear this thing has like been glitching out on me so hard. Okay, so canopy's open. Where are the other maintenance things, though? All those other door components. I don't see those. Perhaps they're under... Ah, here we go. So... I can't get to the button. This is MG maintenance doors. Main gun, I guess? Close that. So this is probably supposed to have taken off, maybe. Let's try that. Get in, turn this on. Alright, now that this is on, ooh, it's so pretty. It tells you all the stuff you'd want to know. Let's do... what are the options? Power up, landing gear control. So I guess these aren't locked, which is probably why I floated away before. Let's power up. Now I don't know what that means, and it said to take, it might take a minute, I guess. Maybe? I don't know. I do think, I'm not 100% positive, but I do think that, ooh, look at that. Oh no, that's cool. That's pretty cool. What's the other one? Engine. Landing gear, control, landing gear piston. Oops. Oh, I see. No, I don't. Yes, there it is. Okay, so 4 turns on and off your engines. Now, there is something weird where the engines are, like, destroying themselves. Like, I think it just happened, actually. So I might have to turn block damage off. Like, if we hit to our right, yeah, the engine just, like, deletes itself. Mostly because it looks like it's going up. Yep. Okay. Okay. Alright, so we're finally able to... I think we should be able to move around now. I turned the thruster damage off. For some reason that is unknown to me, the thruster is, like, going out the wrong direction, which is causing the thruster damage. But the question I have is why, and I don't have an answer to it. Because it is moving forward like it's supposed to. Like, it's moving how it's supposed to, but the thrusters are not. So until that's fixed, you might want to turn off thruster damage. Alright. So... what was it? Landing gears? There we go. That is so cool that they rotate and then lock. That's pretty awesome. And what is this one? Power up. Okay, we already did that. Nothing else there. Okay. Now, one thing, though. Cockpit control. Landing gear. I'm wondering why we don't have a hotbar or anything set up for the weapons, is kind of what I'm curious about. We saw that, so let's take a peek at some of this other stuff. Medical compartment I'd like to see. Large gun maintenance. We already did the main gun maintenance. Cargo access panels. And the buttons disappear for reasons. Alright, so there's our medical, which is pretty cool. That's the landing gear. Okay. this would be main gun or cargo access. Okay. Probably same there. Yeah. Alright, so medical cargo access, this would be the large access? Large gun? Yep. Okay, that's cool. And then that was the main guns that we already saw. Is there a separate button for this? I don't think there is. And I don't really understand why this button panel like went away. That's kind of weird. Alright, so in order to test out the guns, we're gonna basically have to add them in, I guess, unless I'm missing something. And we don't really need the turret. So this should be the big guns on the bottom. Good grief. And then these are the mini cannons. Nice. So it flies pretty good, actually. I wasn't sure given its size. It's a little bit of a heavier looking fighter type of thing. I like the design though. I like the triangular, kind of reminds me of like a some kind of like Jedi starfighter, because they had that long point on the end of them. But I mean, you see that a lot, so it's cool design though. I really like the canopy idea of having it like open up, and then when you close it, have all the panels roll back in. I think that's really cool. And then turn back on. Alright, so on to the next one. Alrighty, the next one up is the sprayer, which is so named apparently because it is actually a drone maker, which I found very interesting. I didn't thoroughly read the instructions, which I probably should do. But the idea here is that it can create drones and send them out and basically make an attack swarm on demand, which is pretty awesome if I can ever figure out how to get in this ship. There's gotta be a door. There's gotta be a door somewhere. There's gotta be one. Okay. Well. Where? Oh, there we go. Door. Nope. Not door. That's a deceptive door. Alright, where? Aha! Here we go. Alright, we do have gravity. Going up. Oops. Okay. It's sealed. Good to know. Alright, do we have door 3 closed? Light. Turret. Large reactor. Alright, so I need to find the control module somewhere. This looks like the reactor room. Alright, I don't know if this is the right command pod, but there is a command pod here. It's probably not. That's going to be like the... Whoa! Oh gosh. Why are we getting this glitch again? Okay, so I've been told that when you're glitching like this, if you hit J twice, it fixes it, which literally makes no sense to me, but... Where? Yep, there it goes. Literally makes no sense. You go flying all over the world, but suddenly taking your helmet on and off will fix everything. 'Cause reasons. So that's annoying. I don't know what's causing that glitch to it. I thought it was originally isolated to a build, but apparently it's not. It's been happening to me almost every time I get in and out of ships now, which is weird and unfortunate. Sensor... Ooh, we got some glitchy here. Alright. Cryo chambers. Ooh, I like this. This is cool. Open the door. Alright, I don't know where this is going. That is to the reactor. That's the assembler, I think. Alright, so here's more of the, how this thing actually works here. Going on. Let's go ahead and close that. So, as you can see, we've got the welders here. Now, I won't lie. Projectors kind of break my brain, in a manner of speaking, as far as I'm not entirely sure how they work for getting everything to, like, completely move forward and project and connect everything and get it to attach to merge blocks and, like, all this kind of stuff. So I don't really know how this works, to be quite frank. There must be another entrance to the bridge, because this looks like just the hangar. Built, 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 built. Okay, let's try this one. Whoa! Oh, I see. So it rotates them to get every block done, but where is the projector? That's what I'm confused about. Where's the projector? Oh, wait, wait, wait. Huh. Okay. So they put a small rotor head in a large rotor base. Oh, wow. I'm getting some major physics lag. This isn't even frame rate, this is all physics. So, they put a small rotor in a large rotor base so that you could make a small ship, and then the merge block is attached to the projector. And then the merge block will then disconnect when you tell it to, which will then activate the drones. Interesting. Interesting idea. Alright. So let's see if I can figure out... Oh man, I can't even move. This is not good. Yeah, like, I'm not even moving right now. Oh, the lag is strong with this one. Alright, so I think it cleared up somewhat, at least to where we can move around a little bit. Now I'm getting frame rate. Before, my frames didn't drop, but my actual physics did. So... But that still doesn't really tell us how to operate the thing. Because I'm looking for the bridge, basically. So I'm wondering if I got into the wrong door. I'm not sure. I'm just going to leave that one open for now. And we are going to check and see. You know what? I'm just going to leave that. Because I would think these pods would do something, unless they're just for aesthetics. Which is possible. There is a merge block here, which I find interesting, too. Not sure what to make of that. Okay, come on. Get off there. So we got reactors and some other stuff in there. It doesn't look like a door. Well, there's gotta be a door around here. I mean, there's like a command pod right here. So how does one get into said command pod? This looks like a connector. Maybe it's just for... Maybe that one's just for looks? I can't really see that being the case. Especially since there's stuff in there. But I really don't see a door anywhere. I mean, I'm probably just missing it. but let me find. Alright, so basically the one place I didn't look. It's over here, and then up this way. And there's like 3 doors, or something. Something like that. Gosh, I can't see. Yeah, you can see there's like 3 doors and a hallway to get up here. I found it through reverse engineering. I just tore out the window and then went in that way. We've got a panel up here. It's got sensors, turrets, lights, and interior lights. So I'm assuming that's all for controls on the ship itself. Okay. So first off we have merge, thrusters, sensors, lights. I'm looking for like the launch stuff. No? Okay. What about groups? Do we have groups? I'm not sure. Actually, I think something in the description mentioned the bottom section being the one that actually controls the drone. So let me check that out. Alright, so I misread it. It was in fact this one down here by the reactor. I think. Let's confirm that. Camera, hangar, timer block, start A, B, and C. Front, gravity gen, front vertical, timer block, auto on off, built on off, hangar door. Okay, so that one we want. Piston, grinder, landing gear, grinder, turrets, landing gear. Wow, lots of components to all this. Built. I was looking for just, isn't there like a release maybe? Because we already built them. I don't know. Let's try this one. We'll try 9, which should open the hangar door, which is pretty cool. If not for just the effect. Alright, so let's try 3 because it says begin or something. Start, and it's groups A, B, and C. We built A, B, and C, so that's why we have like a full accompaniment here, I guess. So 3. Okay, and then it builds more. That's crazy. Now what I don't know is what they do. I guess they're just supposed to, like, be bombers type of thing? I could be totally screwing this up, I don't know. Turrets, pistons, turret all. Not sure what that means. Built X drone. So I'm guessing the idea is we're supposed to fly over that ship and drop them, is the theorem here. That's my thinking. Because they look kind of like one-shot bombs that go straight down. Unless there's some control code I'm not finding. But that's what it looks like when you drop all of them, which is kind of awesome. But it screws with the physics, so be careful with that. Alright, on to the last one. Alright, so we got our last one for this episode. I'm actually thinking this is a bit of a deception, because it actually looks like a large ship, but I think it's supposed to be a small one. Yes, it is actually a small ship. Dang! That's really deceiving. Partially because, you know, the big planet or gas giant or whatever. People on my Elite videos always get on me because I get this wrong all the time. Apparently, the gas giants have the big rings around them, is what I've been told. So we're gonna call it a gas giant. I'm gonna go with Saturn, just because. So with that in the background, it kind of makes it look like a bigger ship, like a large ship, but it's actually not, which is kind of cool. So this is the Zenith Industries Mule Mark 1 Big Suze. I don't know how that last part's supposed to be pronounced, so bear with me. It's supposed to be like a cargo hauler, which is really cool, but it's another one of those, kind of like we've seen before on the small ships that have, you know, they build large builds out of them. where it's actually got a lot of functionality to it, like this. So there's a sensor that is not... I thought it was going to open the door. Maybe not. Alright. Oh, wait. We got something. Alright, so open airlock, depressurize on and off, entrance lights, close airlock. So we want to depressurize... Open. Oh, wait. Is that what I want to do? Maybe? Whoa, okay. I thought I depressurized it. Okay, I'm breaking things. Okay, that's not doing... Let's try this one. I thought I had it set up right. It's gonna take me forever just to get in this door. I can't quite figure out how to open... Oh, that's the thing. Okay, I shouldn't have messed with the depressurizing part, I guess, because it's all part of one sequence. Where when you hit open, it closes the one, depressurizes, and then opens. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, so we finally made our way inside. Let's close the airlock. And we should see this one get closed, and then it will repressurize everything. Room is leaking. Room is filling up. Well, there you go. Alright, cool. So now the door's open. And, of course, we could go ahead and close this. Blast windows. Ooh, that sounds fun. Oh, cool. That's really cool. Blast windows. There we go. Sweet. Prepare for battle. Or to be attacked, I guess, is probably more likely, being a cargo hauler. So we got a first aid kit there, batteries there. Love the curved block use. I love these detailed builds. I personally am not that great at making small ships into larger builds, but we've seen some really spectacular examples of that, like this kind of stuff. Oh, nice use of a table too, making use of glass. Turn on off shower lights, open blast windows, table lights, turn cabin lights, so that's all light control. Actually, would be a good way to figure out where you are. This looks like the bunks. Let's go back here. Oh, this is actually the cockpit. Wow, at all the screens. Refinery count. Autopilot navigation system. Nav system is shut down. Commands, connectors, jettison cargo, collect all production system. Wow, good grief. Thorough much. Cargo, inventory, flight system on off, O2 system on off, all sections are sealed, ammo counter, location, good gravy. Oh, now that is cool. That's pretty awesome. We got a co-pilot seat here, looks like. It would actually be pretty cool if you had an actual system to where the co-pilot system was set up to control the nav. Like this, there is an autopilot navigation system. And I'm trying to tell... I don't know if that's just the game or not. But they're like offline until I look over at them for a minute. That's weird. I'm wondering if that's just a rendering glitch from the game. All doors open. Got a couple passenger seats there. This is really cool, by the way. Using the curved blocks to kind of buffer. Makes it almost look like piping or something. Which is a really cool idea. We saw the bunks. We've got a bathroom with a creepy... Oh, it's Leonard Nimoy. That's not creepy. Well, it is kind of creepy in the bathroom. I wouldn't want him staring at me in the bathroom. I'm just going to shut that. Sorry, Nimoy. Cargo containers... Or lockers, I guess. Shower, first aid kit, all that good stuff. Now, the only thing is, I don't see I don't see an actual... here, let's turn off the O2 system. There we go. The reason I'm doing that is just so we don't have to worry about pressurizing and all that stuff. Open outer airlock. We should just be able to open it now. Yep, the vent's off. That's so cool. Really, really well done. And turning off the system, it turned all this off too, which is cool. Oh, must have been still had some residual air in there. So what I wanted to check out here was this. I haven't seen where the actual cargo hold is, and I was wondering about that. Cryopod on the back? I guess it's just connectors and storage containers. I guess they're not actually doing any kind of walk-around cargo system. I guess that makes sense, though, because there's really not that much room in there. It's deceptively small. It looks like a big ship, and it's really not. And then we've got some solar farms up here on the top as well. So anyways, I think we're going to wrap things up for this episode. In the meantime, I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace.